Hello, everybody, and welcome to the channel. We got game one of a doubleheader on here on April 30th between the Washington Senators and the Chicago Cubs. Leading off in game one of this doubleheader for the Washington Senators, Sam Rice playing center field, batting second playing shortstop Joe Cronin, batting third playing left field Roy Serves, batting fourth playing third base Harmon Killebrew, batting fifth playing right field Honey Manchi, batting sixth playing first base Mickey Vernon, batting seventh playing second base is Buddy Meyer, batting eighth going to catching Jack Early, and on the mound Dutch Leonard batting ninth. And for the hometown Chicago White Sox, leading off playing shortstop Luke Appling, batting second playing second Eddie Collins, batting third playing center field Carl Reynolds, batting fourth and playing first base is
LEONARD.
Zeke Benor, batting fifth. Batting fifth and playing left field is Minnie Mioso. Batting sixth and playing right field is Bib Falk. Batting seventh playing third base Buck Weaver. Batting eighth doing the catching Sherman Lohr. And batting ninth and on the mound for Chicago White Sox is Billy Pierce. Let's get down here to Chicago and get this game started. We got Sam Rice to lead it off here today for the Senators, batting .276, no homers and 3 RBIs. This is Billy Pierce's third start. He's 1-1 with a 3.46 ERA. Here's the pitch to Rice, and that's going to be a fly ball out the right field. Bibbs got it. That'll be out number one. Joe Cronin's up now. Joe's batting .417. He's got a homer and 5 RBIs on the year. And that's going to be a ground ball right in front of the plate. And that's going to be a nice play by Sherm. Sherm's up with it, fires down the first for out number two. And Roy Serves up next. Serves batting .350 on the year. 2 homers and 50 RBIs. And that's a ground ball down. That's a swing and a miss. Strikes him out. Strike Serves out, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 goes the Senators. We go to the bottom of the first. Washington nothing. Appling, Collins, and Reynolds coming to the plate. Luke's batting .286 on the year with no homers and 8 RBIs. And Dutch Leonard on the mound. This is his second start of the year. He's 2-0 with a 6.55 ERA. And here's the pitch from the Dutchman. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Killebrew. He fires across the diamond for out number one. Eddie Collins is up now. And Collins, he's batting a .154. No homers and no RBIs. That's going to be a fly ball out to Roy and left. Serve makes the catch. 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the first. Brings up Carl Reynolds. And Reynolds is batting .339, 4 homers and 14 RBIs. And that's going to be a base hit in the right field. Heine can't get to that one. Takes it on the bounce. And we got a 2-out base runner now. Reynolds down at first.
LEONARD.
And Zeke Benura is up now. And Zeke, he is batting .200. He's got 2 homers and 5 RBIs on the year. And he gets a hold of this. How far is Zeke going to hit this one? And that ball is hit into the gap in right field. And with 2 outs and Reynolds' speed, he should score easily on this. And he'll score without a throw. So an RBI double by Zeke gives the White Sox the lead here. 1-0. Runner down at second now for Manny Mioso with 2 outs. Nor not much speed down there with 2 outs. Take a heck of a base hit still to score him even with 2 outs. Minnie is batting .257. He's got a homer and 6 RBIs. And that's going to be a 14. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. And Joe's up with it, fires over to first. That'll end the inning, but the White Sox score 1 on the Zeke double and lead this game 1-0. We go to the top of the second. You got Killebrew, Manchie, and Vernon due up here. Harmon Killebrew's batting .255. He's got 3 homers and 8 RBIs on the year. And that's going to be a ground ball out in front of the plate. And again, Sherm comes up with a nice play. Fires down the first. 1 out. And Heine's up to bat now. And Heine is batting .256. No homers and 2 RBIs. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. He strikes Heine out for out number 2. And Mickey Vernon's up now. Mickey's batting .208, 1 homer and 4 RBIs. And that's going to be a base hit by Mickey. And that's going to be a double in the right field. Makes on with a 2-out double. And Buddy's up now. Can Buddy tie this game up here with a base hit? Mickey down there at second has excellent speed. Buddy's batting .146, no homers and 4 RBIs. And that's going to be a rare play, a 14 on a 40. On a 36 rather. 14 on a 36. 23 will be the catcher. And that'll be and that's going to be a strike. 3rd strike. And the runner's going to be out trying to go to 3rd. Wait a second. Batter out at first. Catcher to first. 2 outs. So that's just going to be a ground ball in front of the plate. And Sherm makes the play. Then the inning. We go to the bottom of the second. We got Falk, Weaver, and Lord due up here for the White Sox. And Bibb, he is batting .269 on the year with 3 homers and 11 RBIs. That's going to be a swing and a nope. That's going to be a ground ball down to Buddy. He's up with it, fires over the first. You see the White Sox remaining schedule. They got 1 more game in this doubleheader against these White Sox. And then they go home and they're going to play Boston for 3 games, and then the A's come to town. Buck Weaver's up batting .310 with no homers and 2 RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball out the right for out number 2. And Sherm's up. And Lore's batting .212, 1 homer, 5 RBIs. And he drops this one in the right field for a base hit. So Sherm's aboard here with 1 out. Brings up Billy Pierce. And see if Billy can do it himself here and drive in a run. Pierce is 0 for 4 on the year. Here's the pitch to Billy. And that's going to be a pop up down the short. Joe's got it, and that'll be out number 3. So the White Sox strand 1. We go to the top of the 3rd. It's still Chicago 1, Washington nothing. You got early Leonard. Then we go back around to Mr. Rice at the top of the order. And Jake's batting 286, no homers and no RBI. And that's going to be a ground ball. Nope, that's going to be a swing and a miss. He strikes out Sherm for out number 1. And that is Billy's 3rd strikeout of the game. Now you got the Dutchman up, Dutch Leonard. He's 0 for 4 in the year. Here's the pitch to him. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, back-to-back strikeouts. Can Pierce strike out the side here? Sam Rice is up. And Rice flew out the right his first time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. He strikes the side out. 1, 2, 3 goes the Senators. To the bottom of the 3rd we go. We got Appling, Collins, and Reynolds, top of the order, due up here for the White Sox. Luke rounded out the 3rd his first time up. And he gets a hold of this one, Luke does. And that's going to be a double in the right field, a leadoff double. And the White Sox got the assurance run at second base with nobody out for Eddie Collins. Collins is struggling at this early part of this year. See if he can do something here. He flew out the left his first time up. And he does something all right. Let's see here. Against a 14, that's going to be a single in the right field. And with Luke's speed, he's going to stop at 3rd. Nobody out. So Luke's down at 3rd, 1st and 3rd. Nobody out. And that brings up Reynolds. Reynolds is 1 for 1 today. He came around to score the only run of the game. Here's the pitch to Carl. And that's not what they was looking for. That'll probably score a run, but that's going to be a double play ball. The ball is hit down the second. And it's going to be the old 4-6-3 double play. The run will score. Makes it 2-0. But now there's 2 outs and nobody on for Zeke. That killed that rally. You do double the lead, double their pleasure, double their fun. Zeke is 1 for 1 today with an RBI double. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. Joe's up with it. And that'll end the inning. White Sox score 1, make it 2-0 as we go to the top of the 4th. Cronin, Sears, and Killebrews due up. Joe Cronin's 0 for 1, grounded out to the catcher his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. Luke's got it. He fires over to 1st. That'll be out number 1. And Roy Serves up now. Serves batting 0 for 1 today. He struck out. And that's going to be a ground ball. Nope, that's going to be a swing and a miss. Pierce strikes him out for the 2nd time. See, Washington's batting 272 on the year. They're 7-6. They got a on-base percentage of 336, a slugging of 445, and an OPS of 781. These White Sox are batting 246 on the year. And they're 6-8. They got an on-base percentage of 327, slugging of 430, and an OPS of 757. Here's the pitch to Killebrew. He was 0 for 1. He grounded out to the catcher his first time up. This will be a fly ball out to mini and left. He makes the catch for out number 2. And we're going to switch them around here. We're going to do a defensive change here. Didn't realize that. We want Mini out in center field. Not going to let me. Not going to let me do that yet. Huh. Wonder why. do that. Huh. Okay, I guess they literally got to be out there. All right, we'll do that next inning. So you got me so do up here, followed by Falk and Weaver. And here's the pitch to Minnie. That's going to be a fly ball out the left field for out number 1. And Bib Falk's up now. Bib's 0 for 1. He grounded out to second his first time up. And that's going to be a base on balls. Bib will take his base, walk on down to first. Brings up Mr. Weaver, Buck Weaver now. Weaver flew out the right his first time up. And here's the pitch to Buck. And against an 8, that'll be a 17. Wait a second here. That'll be a 14. And that'll be a fly ball in the right field. Heinies makes the catch for out number 2. And now you got Sherm up. And Lohr is 1 for 1. He singled his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down Buddy. He'll fire over to first to end the inning. 1, 2, 3. Well, Bib got on. Let's make a defensive change here for these guys. Going to move Reynolds over to left and Minnie in the center. Didn't notice that with the starting lineup. There we go. All righty, we got Heine, Mickey, and Buddy do up here. And Heine's 0 for 1, struck out his first time up. See the Washington Senators' upcoming schedule. One more game in this doubleheader, and then Boston and Kansas City. And that's going to be a fly ball out the right, and that'll be out number 1. And Mickey Vernon's up now. And Mickey, he doubled his first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out the center field. 2 fly balls, 2 outs. And here comes Buddy up to the plate now. Buddy, he grounded out to the catcher his first time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. And that's Billy's 7th strikeout of the game. He's mowing them down here, folks. To the bottom of the 5th we go. We got Billy up. Then back to the top and Appling and Collins. And Billy Pierce is 0 for 1. He popped up the shortest first time up. And that'll be a swing and a miss. And that'll be the Dutchman's first strikeout of the game. And we got Luke Appling up now. Luke just doubled and grounded out the third. Came around the score on the double. And an 8 against a 15. That's going to be a fly ball out the right. That's 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th. Eddie Collins is up now. And Collins is 1 for 2. He's flown out the left in single. And that's another fly ball out the left. And that's a 1, 2, 3 inning. To the top of the 6th we go. We got Early, Leonard, and Rice due up. And Jake's 0 for 1. He struck out against Pierce his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. Collins is up with it. He fires over to first for out number 1. And Dutch Leonard's going to come to the plate here. He's 0 for 1 today. He struck out his first time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Strikes out for the second time today. And Sam Rice is up now. And Sam's 0 for 2. He has flown out to right and he has struck out. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. And Buck Weaver's got it. And I'll be right back, folks. Give me 1 minute here. All right, folks, we're back. Sorry about that. And we got Reynolds, Zeke, and Mioso due up here in the bottom of the sixth. Reynolds is 1 for 2 today. He's singled and grounded into a double play. And that's going to be a 16. That's going to be a fly ball in the center field. Rice has got it for out number 1. And Zeke's up now. And Zeke's 1 for 2. He's doubled, driven in a run, and grounded out the short. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. And that's going to be an error on Killebrew, an E5. Zeke gets aboard here with nobody on and 1 out. Minnie Mioso's up now with a runner down at first. And Mioso's 0 for 2. He's grounded out the short and flew out the left. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Sam in center. 2 down now. Bib Falk's up now. And Bib, he's 0 for 1. He's walked and grounded out to second. And that's going to be a 13 and an 8. That's going to be a ground ball down the third. And Killebrew clean snag this time. Picks it up, fires over to first, and that'll end the inning. So the error doesn't cost them. We go to the top of the seventh. It's still 2-0 Chicago. You got Colin serves and Killebrew due up here. Joe's 0 for 2. He's grounded out to the catcher and short. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Joe strikes out. That is the 9th strikeout of the game for Pierce. Roy serves up now and serves 0 for 2. He struck out twice. Can he get the hat trick, Billy, here on him? And nope, that'll be a fly ball out the bib and right. At least he makes contact this time for out number 2. Here comes Killebrew up now. And Killerbrew's 0 for 2. He's grounded out to the catcher, and he's flown out to left. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. And that's the 10th strikeout for Pierce. 1, 2, 3 goes the Senators. We go to the 7th inning stretch. 2-0 Chicago. We have Weaver, Lower, and Pierce due up here in the 7th, the bottom part of the order. Buck's 0 for 2's flown out the Heine twice in right field. Not this time. Buck gets a hold of this one. And that ball is driven into the gap in left center. And that'll roll for a while. And Weaver's got himself a triple, folks. Buck Weaver standing down at third now with nobody out. That's going to force the Senators bring the infield in. They're already down 2-0. Pierce is pitching a 1-hit shutout. So the runs are a premium here. Can't afford to give up any more. Sherm's 1 for 2. He singled and grounded out to second. And that's going to be a 15. That's going to be a single in the left field. And that'll score Weaver. And it is now 3-0. And Billy Pierce is up. He'll try to bunt Sherm down to second. With nobody out, Billy just popped up short and struck out. 35, that's misses the bunt attempt from the second time. Here's the 0-2 pitch. They're going to keep the bunt on. And a 41-28. And that's going to be bunted back to the mound. Leonard's only play is going to be over to first with Buddy covering. That'll be out number 1, but the runner gets in the scoring position with 1 out, and we're back to the top of the order here. And Luke and Appling is 1 for 3. He's grounded out, flown out, and doubled. Came around the score. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Rice in center field for out number 2. And Eddie Collins is up now. Collins is 1 for 3. He's flown out the left twice and singled. And that's going to be a 15, 11. That's going to be a single in the left field. And Lower's going to have to stop at third. Eddie Collins now has 2 hits on the day. That brings up Reynolds now with first and third. And 2 outs. And Reynolds 1 for 3. He a single, came around the score, grounded out, and flown out. And that'll be a fly ball out to center field. Rice has got it. And that ends the inning. Chicago scores 1, but strains 2. We go to the 8th inning. It's 3-0 Chicago. You got Heine, Mickey, and Buddy due up here against Pierce. And Heine's 0 for 2 today. And he is struck out and flown out. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Falk and right field for out number 1. Mickey's up now. And Mickey has doubled and flown out to center. And that's going to be a rare play, a 33 on a 41. 11, that ball's hit down the short. Luke's down there. 44 and an 8. Be fielding column 2. Was hit down the short. Which one was it? Darn it, I hate that. 33. And that will be a first on air. Wild throw pulls the first baseman off the bag. So it's going to be an E6. Burns Mickey's down at first now with 1 out, and Buddy's up. And Buddy is 0 for 2. He's grounded out and struck out. And that's going to be a tailor-made double play. Down the short, Luke's got it. Fires over to Eddie, over to Zeke. 6-4-3 double play ends the inning. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. Chicago holding on to a 3-run lead. They'd like to get Leonard through this 8th inning. He's due up second in the top of the 9th. Zeke is 1 for 3. He has double driven in a run, grounded out, and reached on an error. He'll be followed by Mioso and Falk. And that's a base on balls, not what they wanted out of Leonard. Minnie's up now. And Minnie is 0 for 3. He's grounded out and flown out the left and center. And that's going to be against that lefty at 11. 11 on a 14. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. And they won't turn 2, but they will get the runner at first down at second on a 6-4 put out. Minnie, with his speed, he beats the throw to first. D24. And Minnie's going to try to take off here and steal a 23. He's going to try to get in scoring position. And that'll be a 45 or lower. And they throw Minnie out. So that's out number 2. Yoso gets thrown out. And Falk is up. He's over 2. He's walked, grounded out twice. And that's a base on balls, of course, after he gets thrown out. So Falk's down there now with 2 outs. And Buck Weaver's up. He's 1 for 3. He has flown out to right twice and tripled. And against 14 on an 8. And that's going to be a fly ball out to right field. That ends the inning. We go to the top of the 9th. It's 3-0 Chicago. We'll have early a pitch hitter for Dutch and Rice due up. Pierce trying to go to distance on a 1-hit shutout, folks. Jake is 0 for 2. He struck out and grounded out. And that's going to be a ground ball down to second. Collins has got it. He'll fire over to first for out number 1. We'll have a pitch hitter here for Leonard. The good part about this is both pitchers going to distance. Help that bullpen out in game number 2 of this doubleheader. See who's going to come off the bench here. And Ed Yost is going to come off the bench. See if he can get aboard here with 1 out. Yost is 0 for 6 on the year. Here's the pitch to Ed, and that's going to be a base on balls. That is Pierce's first walk of the game, I believe. Yep, first walk of the game, Ed Yost. They go with his 10 strikeouts. And Rice is up now. And Rice is 0 for 3. He's flown out, struck out, and grounded out. And that's going to be against the lefty. That'll be a 19 and 11. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Reynolds in left field. He makes a nice catch, robs Rice of a base hit. Now there's 2 down. Senators down to their last out. Joe's up. Joe is 0 for 3. He is grounded out twice and struck out. Here's the pitch from Pierce. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. Collins is up with it. Tosses it over to Zeke. And that ends your ball game. Billy gets his 1-hit shutout. We'll take a look here at the box score. This probably the start is the shutout. Yep, Pierce's second shutout of the season. And the White Sox 3 runs on 8 hits and 1 error. The Senators no runs, 1 hit and an error. The only hit was by Mickey Vernon. Let's see what inning that was in when Mick got that hit. That was a double in the second inning, folks, the 1-hitter. 0 for 1 with runners in scoring position. They only left 2 men on base. You had Eddie Collins having a nice game, going 2 for 4. Sherm going 2 for 4. The White Sox are 3 for 7 with runners in scoring position. They left 7 men on base. Dutch goes the distance, picks up his first loss. He's 2-1, 8 innings, 8 hits, 3 runs, walked 3, and struck out 1. And Billy Pierce goes the distance, picks up his second win, a 1-hit shutout, walked 1, and struck out 10. It was the Pierce show today. Take a look here at the standings and the box score and leaderboard. And the Tigers are a half a game up on the Indians. Yankees are a game back. Boston and the Senators are a game and a half back. White Sox 2 games back. Orioles 2.5, and the A's are 3 games back. Ted Williams leading with a .486 batting average. Gehrig with 7 homers. Boone and Williams with 16 RBIs. Bob Shockey leading with an ERA of 0.6. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pitchers with 2 wins. Ed with the Tigers with 3 saves. Lou Gehrig leading in the MVP voting, and Hal Newhouser leading in the league for the Best Pitcher Award. And the next game will be the second game of this doubleheader. And it should be Mr. Crowder, the general, going up against Big Ed Walsh here in game number 2. Should be a good pitching matchup. Crowder against Walsh. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell for reminders, and on your way out, hit that like button and leave a comment. Until next time, y'all have a great day and take care.